What if I told you that the price of Bitcoin is not just the market value of an asset, but a compressed, high frequency summary of global trust, systemic risk, capital flow, liquidity preference, geopolitical unease, energy confidence, and the shape of the future? Because it is. Today, we talk about Bitcoin as signal, as a compressed feedback loop of planetary emotion, economics, and time. We talk about price as information, and information as revelation. Let's begin. Price is not what you think it is. When most people hear price, they think of a number. What's Bitcoin at? Is it up or down? Is it a good time to buy? This is understandable. Fiat culture has trained us to see price as a kind of floating tag, detached from the real. But in systems thinking, price is a high-density signal, a pressure reading, a point of compression, a feedback loop shaped by billions of inputs. And Bitcoin, unlike any other asset, compresses global sentiment, raw and unfiltered, into a single number. Why? Because it lives outside the existing system. Because it's neutral, borderless, uninflatable, unkillable. Because people run to it or away from it, depending on what they sense about the world. Bitcoin's price is not about Bitcoin. It's about us. Information density and the price of escape. In Shannon's terms, information is uncertainty resolved. The more surprising a signal, the more information it carries. And Bitcoin's price always surprises. Why? Because it sits on the edge of legacy and future. Because it encodes the tension between faith and fiat and the hunger for escape. When there's turmoil, a bank collapse, a war escalation, a currency crisis, Bitcoin reacts first, before the headlines, before the markets absorb the shock. Why? Because Bitcoin's price is the nervous system of the world's unease. It's the real-time auction for optionality, the right to exit. And that exit has a price. That price is information. Volatility is a feature, not a bug. Volatility doesn't mean chaos. In complex systems, volatility is sensitivity. Bitcoin, being a nascent and radically open network, is hypersensitive to macro conditions. Every uptick in U.S. interest rates, every slip in Chinese capital controls, every Argentine inflation wave gets felt in the price. And while traders complain about the swings, those of us who see Bitcoin as a mirror read the volatility, because it's not random, it's responsive. The price is telling us something. It's saying this world is unstable, capital is seeking truth, and the truth is scarce. What the current price is telling us right now. Let's get practical. When Bitcoin holds strong during geopolitical tension, what is it signaling? Confidence in its neutrality. When it drops sharply as liquidity tightens, What is it telling us? That capital is being pulled back, not just from crypto, but from risk itself. And when it climbs in nations with collapsing currencies, Turkey, Nigeria, Lebanon, what does that price encode? Local desperation, global awareness, digital escape velocity. Every candle on the chart is a flicker of collective decision making, of fear, hope, and alignment. It's a sentiment scanner, not for what people say, but what they do with their capital. And capital doesn't lie. Reading the signal like a map. If we treat the price of Bitcoin not as a ticker, but as a live, adaptive map, we begin to sense things differently. A sudden drop could be a liquidity contraction across global markets, a grind upward during a time of silence, a quiet accumulation of belief, a breakout during sovereign default rumors. Signal, trust is fleeing fiat. Each movement is a whisper from the world, each candle a pixel in the larger portrait of planetary transformation. To read the price is to feel the pulse of change. Conclusion. Information, time, and the new oracle. Bitcoin is not just money. It is an oracle of trust, coordination, and exit. Its price tells us what people believe or disbelieve about the world. And unlike other assets, it's not bound to borders, to corporate quarterly reports, or to political theater. It lives outside the play, which is why it reflects the stage itself. So the next time you check the price, pause. Ask yourself, what is the world feeling right now? What does this number encode? The answer might not be in the headlines. It might already be written silently in the number. And you, if you're paying attention, might be one of the few who knows how to read it. This has been Baby Blue Viper, a podcast for those who see price as prophecy, code as language, and Bitcoin not as tech, but as telescope. If this resonated, share it. And if you're ready to go deeper, join the paid feed. Until next time, stay sharp, stay sensitive, stay signal oriented.